Alrighty then, we are back. First of all, I have to apologize for the last video in the Let's Play series. I had my mic muted the entire fucking time and didn't even realize it. It is really irritating. It's really irritating because I can't go back and redo it. I've already done everything in that video, but it's not too bad. You do get to see the gameplay, you hear the gameplay, you just don't hear me and all the ridiculous funny things that I say. But let's get on with the review. This is the review for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I enjoyed the game. I think it was amazing. It's a great introduction to the game if you're new to the series, which of course I'm not. I've been a fan of Dragon Ball Z since I was 7 years old. Used to get up in the morning and watch it before going to school on Toonami, and then again when I got home from school later on when they changed the time zones or whatever the fuck you call it. I think the game was amazing. I loved the voice acting. The voice acting was amazing. I think that they did a great job. They were enjoying their work. Oh, except for Kibito Kai, because fuck him. That was just terrible. But everyone else, yes, amazing. I loved the character development. The character development in this game was very good. It's somewhat a little bit better than the original series. They skipped over a few things from the series, but they did not skip the character development. Especially with Vegeta, which I still believe to this day had the best character development in the entire series. I loved how it had all the RPG elements to it. I love the skills, the attacks that you learn, even though you learn a lot of them later on in the game. Some even after beating Majin Buu, which was a little bit difficult for me, but that's because I rushed the game a little. If you play the game like it normally would be played, the game throws levels at you. I mean, just throws them at you. There's enemies all over the place you can fight. There's submissions and shit all over the place. So even though it's a challenge, it does throw levels at you so that you can have the challenge and still enjoy the game. I enjoyed it immensely. There were times I felt it was a little too tedious, like with the cooking and the catching fish and the hunting. All that was ridiculous. And the robots that Bowman makes, the races and the baseball crap, wasn't a big fan of all that. And I know the most of the fan base of Dragon Ball are Gohan fans. I'm not a Gohan fan. And I know I gave him a lot of shit when I was talking about him early on. I'm just not a fan of Gohan. I think he was good in the Cell Saga, and that's it. Before or after that, not so great. I do like the theory, though, that the reason Great Saiyaman was a thing was PTSD that Gohan was going through from fighting the Ginyus at an early age. I thought that was a very interesting theory. I don't think it's canon at all, but it would be very cool. I loved how this game progressed. I wish that they could have that they had done more. I wish that they had incorporated GT, maybe superheroes would have been cool if they had incorporated that into it. And I still think they can over the next few years. They could probably add on to this game, and we could have a lot more enjoyable gameplay with those series. And you don't have to watch the original or have seen the original series to play this game. Like I said, great introduction to the game if you're a newbie. And even if you're a veteran, if you've been watching it for as long as I have, since I'm like 28 and I've been watching it since I was 7. Even if you've been watching it for a very long time and you're a huge fan of the game, fan of the series, this game is amazing. And I mean, I would give it a 7 out of 10, to be honest. It's right up there with my two favorites, Infinite World and Budokai 3. It even can be compared to Sagas, which I still enjoy playing. It just wasn't one of the best. Apparently it bombed for a lot of people, but I don't get it. I thought it was amazing. And I think this game is amazing, and I do recommend you give it a try. And if you haven't seen the series and this is your introduction, I also recommend you go and watch the original series, starting with Dragon Ball, where Goku's a kid, because it's really good. Great character developments, character arcs, cute, funny, and then and then when you get into Dragon Ball Z, it gets all serious and it's amazing, and I recommend you do that. But you don't have to, and you can just play the game and you'll get just as much information and fun out of it. They skipped a few things, but not enough to really ruin the experience. Like I said, all in all, I enjoyed it, and I think that as long as you can enjoy a game, then it's good. That's my opinion, of course. A lot of people will probably have differing opinions. Again, I apologize for the last video having no audio from me. I will be sure not to do that in the future. I will make sure that my mic is turned on and not muted. I'm really irritated with myself because of that, but still enjoy playing the game. Oh, and there are submissions after the main story. I don't know if I said that earlier or not. To be honest, I just tried making this video like 3 fucking times, and I'm still so having problems with doing this SHAREfactory crap. I'm gonna have to get a computer and everything. But that's it for the review of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Overall, great game, and I enjoyed it, and I recommend others play it. And of course, if you don't want to play it yourself, you can watch my Let's Play. I haven't quite figured out what game I'm going to do a Let's Play of next. If I do a Let's Play at all, I might just, throw a game on and have some commentary. Not really even call it a Let's Play, just fuck around on a game. But I hope everyone has a good night. Everyone stay safe during this coronavirus bullshit. Everyone's panicking. I'm still not sure why, but be careful, have fun, play a game, play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And in case I don't see you, good day, good evening, and good night.